Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We're here. You got me. You got Devin. Devin, it's a beautiful day. We got Drake and Josh making up. We got I don't know, Sweet 16 to look forward to.
Sweet 16, brother.
Um, Sweet 16 to look forward to, which I always wonder why they didn't have a name for like 32 and 64, because I mean they could have came up with something, but to just call it, second round, kind of
Round one,
boring.
round two.
Kind of
But
kind
I
of
mean,
boring, but
technically, it's the round of 64, round of 32.
bro, they have a name for a bracket full of losers.
What? The NIT?
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
come up with a name for the first or second
You can
round. I
come
mean,
up
they
with
can't.
one. I don't know. I
I'm
mean,
not. I
but
mean, I'm
technically, the
not. You
Sweet
gotta
16
pay
is
me. I'm
round
not.
three.
Yeah, Sweet 16 round 3, anyways, you got all that. But no, we got free agency to talk about. We got some stalemate conversations being had. Top 5 wide receiver duos in the league, obviously guess the athletes, some other things with Devin. I guess the first thing, and I guess you can call me a liar cuz I said we wouldn't talk about it until moves were made. But Aaron Rodgers is starting to piss me off.
Yeah. Now, at
Like,
this point?
and it's not just the just being impatient, like it's or him being patient or my impatience. I don't think that
Sure.
that's what's causing it, because when it was like, oh, Aaron's thinking, between this team and that team, Minnesota, when Minnesota was actually in the mix, and the Giants were trying to recruit him, and the Steelers, but the Steelers are still deciding between Fields and Russ as well. It's like, all right, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Take your time, let all the dominoes fall. But then, the move for DK, and then Russ obviously is out of there. Justin
Obviously.
Fields. Um,
I know he's talking to
yeah,
teams
I,
and shit.
I think Russ
You think
makes
he'll
a
be a Brown?
decision. I think Russ makes a decision with another team before. I mean, I just don't. I don't think he waits as long as Aaron plans on waiting.
Which sucks for the Steelers because, I mean, it'll be fucking Mason Rudolph, QB1.
Yeah, well, so Aaron, now see, but so this is what pisses me off, right? So he apparently had a 6 hour long meeting with the Steelers.
6 hours. It's nice.
6 hour long meeting. Now, obviously, now we don't know the average span of other meetings, so maybe it's normal for them to be
Sure.
hours long. Maybe Aaron Rodgers has had long meetings like this before, but maybe considering his poor decision to go to the Jets and how that panned out, he's really taking his time and asking every single possible question, or every single question possible.
Sure.
Um, but I also, like, after 6 hours with talking to the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Yeah.
and you didn't hear enough to go, yeah, all right, for sure going here over the Giants.
Yeah. What?
Okay, there
Yeah.
has to be more. There has to be more. There has to be other teams interested. There has to be more conversations being had than we think. There has to be something.
You think
And you know what?
retirement's still a factor or no?
Absolutely not.
Didn't
No, he
think
said
so.
he wants to play another year or two.
Exactly. But
He
that's at least another year or two.
yeah, well, yeah, he said he'd like, yes, yeah, and I believe him. I don't think he's retiring, but now reports are saying he's possibly going to take even more time, and this could be something post draft. And apparently, Pittsburgh gave him a soft deadline for when he can make his decision. But there's this weird report for some reason. I mean, like, out of the blue, like this morning, that there's these weird rumblings from San Fran.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing.
Ooh.
Here's the thing, though. San Fran had their chance.
Yes.
San Fran missed out on tagging Bosa with Bosa. They're
Yep.
trading away pieces. They're bringing back a bunch of injured guys, and and
Well, I
and
mean,
and,
they,
and
they, they had their chance to pick up A-Rod 2 years ago. They said they
that
wanted to continue with Brock.
they wanted to continue with Brock, but the word on the street is there may be a world where with Brock on his contract on his contract year getting traded over to Pittsburgh more in the business of trying to find someone there to stay long term rather than a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers may be a team that's willing to pay him, what San Francisco doesn't want to pay him, which is what, like, they're saying, $60 million. He's not a $60 million quarterback.
A year? No.
So maybe just bring in Aaron Rodgers and you see what can happen. But I really don't think that that's a team that's even worth, like, I could see pausing and looking at Minnesota. But San Francisco 2 years ago when he was leaving Green Bay, awesome. Yeah, go talk to him. We'll talk about it. But now, no, you're kind of in your own. Y'all fight your own battles. You got to go figure out if Purdy's worth it or not. Because I don't know, if I'm not re-signing Purdy and I'm San Fran, then the whole team's imploding.
Well, that's kind of my thing. It's like you have a younger quarterback who has Lord knows how many years left, but then you have everyone else, and I mean, getting rid of Debo makes the team a little bit younger, but it's still one of the older teams in the league. Christian's old, Kittle's old, Ayuk's starting to get up there, but it's a team with a short shelf life. And do you want to get into a long-term contract with a quarterback that could or could not pan out with a team that's slightly worse, or do you want to take a risk, sign Aaron to a year or two, and kind of see where this team goes? And then from Pittsburgh's standpoint, it's like you have a fairly young team over there as well. Pickens is young, DK's young, the defense is getting a little bit older, but that's a team with more long-term potential than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, the thing about the Steelers is, I think they're obviously trying to get over that. We just make the playoffs every year. We're satisfied with that hump.
Yeah.
They're at a point where they got two receivers in their prime. Tight end that looks like he's entering his prime. And a great defense. That was the 49ers 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
He had two prime wide receivers, a prime tight end, a great defense. I mean, that's what they were. So, no, he needs to go take that shot with Pittsburgh, and I really don't know what else is holding him back because the only other thing that came out was he wants a culture similar to the Packers.
Why the fuck would he want that? He left the Packers because of I don't know why he left, but I'm assuming he didn't enjoy the culture, the Matt LaFleur culture. But that does make sense because Shanahan is from the same pool of coaches that Matt LaFleur is from.
But if he wanted Packers culture, he should have stayed
as a Packer, of course.
I mean, he should have just stayed in Green Bay.
But at the same time, Green Bay wasn't making the moves to make that team a Super Bowl contender.
But they immediately made the moves once Aaron left.
Once he left, exactly. But they weren't doing it when he was there. They were doing everything in their power not to.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, but that's the thing, though. It's like because they had somebody, but really, like Jordan Love was a gamble. I mean, he could,
of course,
he could have not ended up being somebody worth paying. I mean, it's I don't know. I think he obviously needs to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. I don't know what after a 6-hour meeting and however many weeks it's been or how long, like he needs to just like, is he waiting to see who they draft? I mean, I don't know what he'd be waiting on at this point.
Yeah, the draft should have nothing to do with where he goes. But no, I mean, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I would go to the Steelers. You have a younger team, a younger defense, better receivers at this point. Running back wise, not really, but I mean, if CMC's hurt, then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, it is
Pittsburgh's gonna get JK or somebody. They're gonna pick somebody.
No, they'll have somebody. But it is shocking that he would say he wants a similar culture, which Kyle Shanahan would bring.
Yeah,
but honestly, if I was the 49ers, I would. If they don't want to pay him, if they don't want to pay Purdy, and you have the ability to get Aaron Rodgers, I think I would cut my losses. Because you're going to have to pay Purdy so much money, but you're also going to lose Christian. You're going to lose all these guys just from either retirement or contracts or any of that shit. So it's a very weird spot that they put themselves in by taking a gamble on a okay quarterback with a great team.
I mean, would you not say Pittsburgh is like a? I mean, because that's what is Packers culture? I mean, to me, I'm thinking.
I think he might just be saying that he doesn't like Tomlin.
No,
he doesn't want the Tomlin culture.
I feel like it's similar. You have a strong rooted like history. You have a dedicated fan base. You have a program that seems to have their head on their damn shoulders. I mean, better than Green Bay.
Making moves for their quarterbacks.
I don't know what else he would mean, but other than the opposite. I can do whatever I want, and
I think that's what. Yeah, I think it's a control thing for him, which is.
I don't know. I don't think it went that. I don't think majority of his career in Green Bay was I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And y'all figure it out. I think he went on that trip, and I think him going
McCarthy's
to the Jets was that. I don't know. I thought him going to the Jets was that move.
Sure.
He got older, and you could just tell his I don't give a fuck meter just shot
right
up
through the roof.
So I don't know. I truly think Packers culture is a good thing for like I think he's saying that in a good way, and I also would think that Pittsburgh reflects something similar to that.
Yeah, but I mean Tomlin's not a pushover. I think Kyle Shanahan's a pushover. I think Matt LaFleur's a pushover. Robert Saleh for sure. Hopefully he doesn't mean that. If I were him,
pushover.
Huh?
Define pushover.
Someone who really doesn't have control over their team. Like, in a sense, they do, but Aaron Rodgers is used to having, I guess, final say with some things. Apparently not moves for the Packers, but
like you don't think Ben Roethlisberger had,
and that's kind of my that's kind
you
of
don't think he had as much say as Tomlin?
Yeah, I think he definitely could have.
Was there before him, was already a Super Bowl champion. I mean,
yeah.
You don't think?
Never mind. I don't know.
I think Tomlin knows how to handle a veteran quarterback.
Exactly. I don't know why Aaron wouldn't want to play in the same system that Roethlisberger played in for. Decades.
Do we not remember Pete Carroll always massaging Russell Wilson's balls, being the reason the Legion of Boom split up?
True.
I mean, and Russell Wilson goes over to Pittsburgh and is like, hey, if you guys, I know I said what I said earlier, but he's like, if you guys still want me, I'm waiting. Sure. I'll go to the Browns if you don't want me, but
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say Tomlin's a pushover. I just think
I don't think Tomlin's a pushover at all.
There's a balance because he knew there was because you look at Antonio Brown, you look at Juju, you look at Bro, who I don't even know what happened to him, the Canadian. But Bro, Talia, where is
Claypool.
he? Claypool, where is he at now? Where is he at now?
Idea. He was a Dolphin.
Yeah, I have zero clue where Bro is. But I mean, yeah, no, I wouldn't call him a pushover. I just think that Mike Tomlin understands personality, and just because he doesn't have the brightest or biggest one, he doesn't really, stop other players from having one until it gets to a boiling point. When Le'Veon's on Instagram saying, y'all need to pay me, or Juju's dancing on TikTok every day but not putting up numbers, it's like, all right, True. Well, you can't get more likes than yards. You can't do this.
No, I mean, fair. Well, you can. But I was.
You're LeBron.
True, but no, I was more so saying that Tomlin is not a pushover, and that's why Aaron would not want to go there. But what I'm realizing as we're talking about all this, he's probably gonna fuck us and go to the Giants, and everything that we've said means absolutely nothing because it's fucking Aaron Rodgers and he's a dumb dildo.
I don't know. I think it's pretty much sealed. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And
Minnesota's off the table, you think?
they said they're off the table.
They did? Okay, good.
I mean, it was like rumors that they were kind of interested, and then they were like, yeah, we kind of were, but nah, we're just nah.
I don't see why they wouldn't stick with JJ. I mean, they were gonna start him week 1, so
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Like I said, the only reason I look at an Aaron Rodgers signing from Minnesota is because they have the best backup option.
Yeah.
The best B plan if the next 2 years don't work out. If they do or don't,
Sure.
You got 43-year-old Aaron Rodgers hanging it up. Now you got a top 10 pick ready to play.
Sure.
Sitting after a couple of years, kind of like Jordan Love. So,
sure.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, I mean, I think we still have to remember that Aaron got hurt his first year, but didn't really look like Aaron his second year as a Jet. That could continue. We don't know. He could still stink poop.
March Madness. March Madness is here. And you know what I said? I only care about one team. It's one team only, and that's the Florida Gators. Moving on to the Sweet 16 to go up against some turtles.
I'm from Baltimore. That's why.
Some little turtles.
That's why.
But you know what's funny is like he didn't nail it. He didn't nail it.
No, he didn't.
He like if he would have just I'm from Baltimore like he didn't nail it though.
He didn't stick it, dude.
It was I think because I'm from Baltimore. Like
he said I think. Well, he was basically saying I think it's because I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah, he didn't stick the landing. He wobbled a little bit. 9 out of 10.
Because initially I didn't watch the post game. I watched the play, and then I turned it off or whatever. So I didn't watch the post game. And then all the headlines read, "Oh, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore." And then it's like he didn't really say that. It was like exclamation mark. I'm from Baltimore. It's like get the fuck out of here.
No, I mean it is. Now it is hard. It is hard.
No, it's everywhere now.
Now knowing basketball, or just knowing Baltimore Hoopers, a lot of them don't travel like that. But
they all travel like that. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Nah, I mean not from what I've seen. I
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
You know what happened? Brady mode.
He didn't travel. Him traveling was his travel was less than what Tank Dell's knockdown was. Not Tank Dell. I'm a fucking bitch. Tank Davis.
Sure.
Tank Dell's injury was real. Real.
I was like, Tank Dell tore everything.
Tank Dell's knee exploded. But
Tank Dell's knee
Tank Davis, though, it's like Tank Davis, his knockdown was more legit than his travel. But
it's like for the rest of the day after that bucket, it was like, holy shit, Derek Queen's the man, all this shit. And then they're like, oh, let's slow it the fuck down and see if he traveled or not. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Who cares? Also, the refs have just sucked the whole tournament. That whole game was terrible. It's been horrible.
Well, basketball refs. And
like, shit, damn. There was terrible officiating y'all's game. UConn was pissed.
Yeah, but, hey. Here's the thing about UConn. When you go 6 straight minutes in the second half without making a shot, it doesn't really matter how the officiating goes.
That is true.
You can't make a shot. So sorry to the back-to-back champs, but we're on our way to winning a natty. That'd be cool. But I would say
y'all didn't look at maybe UConn looked better. Y'all didn't look as good. But I'm saying that we looked horrible. We should not have won that game. It was against fucking Colorado State. We looked terrible. We're gonna get the tits blown off us by y'all. Hopefully. I don't want to see us go to the Elite Eight and get our fucking stinky hopes up because we're not that good. Unless Derek Queen drops 40.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
Angel Reese's brother stinks. And his shorts are way too fucking high.
All right. Okay.
He's wearing his sister's shorts out there.
I will say the only other team, there is one other team that kind of caught my attention. McNeese.
Get the fuck. I'm like, if it's not Duke coming out of your mouth, then you suck it. But sure,
come on, bro. McNeese State,
Little Amir Khan was brutal.
That's your guy. That's your guy, bro. Amir Khan. That's your cousin for real.
My cousin.
First of all, just to be an Aura man, to be a student, the first student manager to get an NIL deal.
Beautiful.
He's transferring. Who was it with? I believe he had an NIL deal with McNeese State.
Okay, I
But
got you. It wasn't Mike.
he's transferring with Will Wade to what is it, NC State? He's transfer. Well, McNeese
He's
State.
transferred.
Will Wade, their head coach, he's transferring over to
Oh, really?
I believe NC State, and he's taking him with him.
Fire.
He's taking his
Um,
Aura man with him. So Amir Khan, I mean,
I don't like the whole thing.
I think it's hilarious.
It's funny, but
It's great, bro. No,
honestly,
fuck
it's
that.
probably
Because
gonna get no. It's gonna get so overblown that he's gonna fucking turn to like the Hawk Tuah chick and start a podcast and
no,
immediately
but
get fucking someone cool on there, and it's gonna
here,
suck.
no. Here's the thing, though. If we're gonna live in a world where there's gonna be 1,000 more Hawk Tuahs we're gonna experience,
Why not? Why
then
not give us an
then
Amir Khan? That's
then
fair.
Amir
A little
can get
wholesome,
some shine.
some
You
some
know,
wholesome fun.
yeah.
Yes.
Not every YouTube video has to be Mr. Beast. Maybe some can be about McNeese State's Aura man. You know,
I've never heard the
it's
man talk or do anything or whatever.
nope.
So
I've just seen him lip sync songs. That's all I've seen him do.
I was about to say that. Well, I was he lip syncing the songs
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't hear him.
with the end banger? Is he allowed to say it?
No,
Are
no. He
Indians allowed to
definitely
say it?
he hits the white girl like TikTok, like the
Sure,
oops,
sure.
oops. You know the white girls on TikTok. They
Never
oops.
seen that, but yeah, that makes
Whenever.
sense.
No, but yeah, no. That's their favorite thing to do. But
No,
all
white
right.
no, white women rip it in songs. Rip the fuck out of it, dude.
Okay, but you know the ones on TikTok aren't ripping it.
Not
I
on
would
the
say.
videos, no.
I don't. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna politic too much on who says it because it's not my place.
It's not our place,
Yeah,
no.
it's not my place. So yeah, I'm just gonna move right on to another topic because I do
Sick.
want to talk about this. We've been holding this one off just because for a minute we thought, all right, maybe Trey Hendrickson is going back to he's gonna go back to Cincinnati and they're gonna figure it out. But then they gave Jamar Chase and T Higgins the rest of their money.
All of everything they've ever had, yeah.
So I really don't see a world where he ends up getting some type of contract extension, and he definitely plans on sitting out if he does not get traded and or a contract extension. So
Yeah.
I got some landing spots. I got some places that I think he could end up playing at next year because I mean Cincinnati has no leverage. They can't
Zero.
they can't pay him if it's
They
either
put all their money into their offense. They have what? At least 130 a year?
oh
Just from 3 players.
yeah, I mean, oh, okay. I feel like that's low, but maybe, probably
Well, Burrow's
something like
making
that.
55, Jamar's making 40, and then
Okay,
T's
okay.
making what? 28.
29, 28, 27, something right, yeah, something around that range. Okay,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay.
a
Yeah,
lot,
no,
a lot of money.
my math just ain't quick like that.
I mean, mine wasn't correct, but
But but like Cincinnati, they either pay him or they have a worse defense. I mean, it's just an even worse defense.
an even worse defense. And honestly, I mean, if I'm Trey Hendrickson, if they're not investing in the rest of the guys around you and not himself, go find a team that invests in their defense a little bit.
Well,
But also, he's going to get traded, and Lord knows where he goes.
well, we got some teams. First team, obviously, that you would probably like is I mean, Washington could come up with a little package for
It'd
him.
be nice.
Now,
It'd be real nice.
from what I saw, you know, Deron Payne could be somebody you could throw up as a you know someone to trade for, maybe him in a pick because from what I've seen, Deron Payne 8 total sacks in the last 2 years after his 11.5 sack Pro Bowl season that got him paid.
Mm-hmm.
After that has pretty much and I don't believe he's missed a game, but his 8 sacks in the last 2 years.
Yep.
Maybe you cut ties, bring in somebody that you may or may not pay, and you run it up with him. Now
I'm not even sure we would have to give up Deron Payne, but I think we've been looking to give up Deron Payne.
Yeah, I just don't think he just hasn't been as impactful as he.
But I mean, maybe he gets better with Trey Hendrickson out there.
He could. I mean, he could. It would definitely be better if they could keep Burrow and pair him up with Trey Hendrickson. Now, the Chargers, we discussed a lot of moves they've been making, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, getting their DBs right, re-signing some linebackers, getting their O-line right. They could
Not
get
getting
a
a
nice.
receiver.
They not getting a receiver yet, but they could get a nice Joey Bosa replacement.
Yes.
Throw him over there. Him and Khalil Mack could cook something up
It's a
real
bit more
nice.
than a replacement, but
It's definitely a bit more than a
that's an
replacement.
upgrade.
So, but Trey Hendrickson and Khalil Mack, I mean, that's another. I mean, that's another duo that will definitely have some quarterbacks shaking. Now, two teams who were in the mix for the Joey Bosa sweepstakes. You
Joey
had
Biggets, is that what you called him?
Joey Bosa. I don't know what I said, but Joey Bosa sweepstakes. San Fran and Miami.
Yep.
They both were talking, with Joey Bosa during his free agency time, and obviously he ended up a Buffalo Bill. So I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams are at least reaching out to Cincinnati.
I can see San Fran getting aggressive.
For sure. Especially not being
Miami,
able to,
maybe not as much because they have nothing else going for them.
Miami needs something, though.
Miami needs a new quarterback.
And that's really it, bro.
That would help a lot.
I would love to see them with a new quarterback.
You look at that offense. You got some of the fastest people in the world. And then you have Sleepy McDungleson.
Come on now.
And it's just it's a brutal team because I think McDaniels is a great coach.
I think he's a great coach.
A good coach.
I think he's a good coach. He's not a pushover.
He definitely is, but I think getting rid of Tua would be nice. But for whatever reason, they love the man.
I can't wait to ask you who's a pushover and who's not moving forward.
Dan Campbell's
really
not.
Interesting to see. Dan Campbell's not a pushover.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have no idea. I don't even know what I'm saying when I say pushover.
We'll see. I mean, your definition of pushover, it's all over the place. But look.
Yes.
I do have a team that usually, whenever trade talks come up, whenever this team is a landing spot, I typically shut it down. Typically not a fan of it. I typically have my reasons for why I don't want it to happen. This may be a move I wouldn't be mad at the Ravens trying to make.
Yep.
Reason being, you got David Ajabo and Odafe Owe both on their last year, just like Trey Hendrickson. And what, David Ajabo, or no, Owe had 10 sacks last year. So
Owe was dog-like last year.
If he has a similar season this upcoming year, he's obviously going to want to get paid. So maybe that'd be tricky to put him to send him over to Cincinnati when they obviously don't want to pay a pass rusher at the moment. Now David Ajabo pretty much sat behind Kyle Van Noy all year. Didn't really make any noise at all. So that could be someone for a cheaper price, but for a starting role in Cincinnati, he could definitely take. Because here's the thing: if we're gonna go on the Super Bowl run, right, and we may or may not pay a pass rusher prior or either extending him this season or after next season, whether we are or we aren't.
Yep.
And we're going on this Super Bowl journey, we might as well go on this journey when we may not even have to sign any pass rusher yet and get a Super Bowl ring out of it.
Yep.
And run with Trey.
Then sign him if you need to.
I mean, we could run with Trey Hendrickson, and I mean, obviously you're going to get more out of that, and if we get it done, guess what? Go get paid, Trey, like you want to get paid. True. Now you got a Super Bowl ring to add on to it.
True.
Maybe someone give you a mega bag, but
what happened to the no trading within the division? Because when Garrett was looking for a contract, I was like, "What about y'all?" And you were like, "Nah, the Browns ain't gonna do that."
Okay.
Are the Bengals gonna do?
So the last thing I wrote down for Baltimore was Cincinnati would not let this happen though.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely like have all this hype and all this reasoning behind the move, just making sense. But there's absolutely no way Cincinnati's gonna go. You know what?
You know who I'd love running at Joe Burrow's knees?
The
The guy
Ravens.
we wouldn't pay.
The Ravens really want to make a move for a pass rusher, and they busted our ass last year. We
Yeah.
should probably trade them. Trade Trey Hendrickson to Baltimore.
No,
Um,
that's season suicide, basically.
Yeah, so I don't think they make the move, but does it make a bunch of sense if the Ravens were in any other division? This trade would have already happened. I mean,
Yeah,
we have pieces, we have draft picks, we have everything.
Yeah.
Reasoning, and we just a Super Bowl team. I mean, it's just
now.
It's.
Would you have rather pushed for Myles Garrett or Trey? I mean, this is probably going to end up the same way Myles Garrett's contract situation did.
Probably
where he just gets a bag.
I don't. I mean,
Trey's younger. He's not as dominant.
Yeah, and I mean,
But
I don't know.
I think either, but you're going to end up getting neither. So
Yeah, we're gonna end up. We'll end up with neither of them, but it's always nice to think about it. Chicago, they already upgraded both sides of the line.
Yeah.
They could be looking at a defensive line to Montez Sweat. You could have Grady Jarrett at defensive tackle. You could throw Trey Hendrickson over there.
Why not send Chase Young over there?
He's balling with the Saints.
Yeah, really balling over there, man.
Come on, bro. He's
balling down Nola, dude.
And then the last team I have for him, it's Atlanta. Obviously, Grady Jarrett walked. Matt Judon probably walking.
Probably close to retirement.
So they definitely need. Well, I don't know. The Ravens were considering bringing him back, which
bringing Matt Judon back.
Really hope they don't do that. See, I need Cincinnati to pick up Matt Judon and then be like, all right, we don't care where Trey goes.
Oh yeah, we don't give a damn.
We have Matt Judon and have them have that type of confidence. But yeah, Atlanta's gonna need somebody at the pass rush.
CJ Mosley still in the league?
Yes.
He's still a Jet? I don't know. I never hear these fuckers' names anymore.
Yeah, CJ Mosley is still in the NFL, and also it's Atlanta. I mean, if we're gonna talk about a team that Cincinnati's not really gonna care about, yeah, we can send him to Chicago or Atlanta. We're not sending you to Baltimore. We're not sending you to the Chargers. Maybe. I mean, Washington is NFC, but still, it's like that's just gonna make your defense even more lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the one thing that was really holding y'all back. So.
Yeah. Still really haven't made any big secondary moves, but we got some guy Harris.
Yeah, some guy Harris. Way to keep up on your offseason moves.
I don't. What's his name?
You talking about Malik Harris?
Is it Malik Harris or?
I don't know. I think Malik Harris might have went to Pittsburgh.
No, we got someone named Harris.
Where did Malik? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know. Whatever.
There were probably like 230 transactions over the offseason period, but I'd say out of all these teams, see, I don't know. If Cincinnati's going to be petty, I mean, they could really like the worst out of all this is probably Atlanta. Might be Miami. I don't know. You send him to Miami. Bad. You send him to Atlanta. See, but Atlanta, it's like if they get a Trey Hendrickson, their defense is going to be nice.
True.
So, I mean, it's definitely not.
I mean, Atlanta could be one of those. Maybe we'll talk about this in the future, but one of those dark horse teams. One of those teams like Minnesota that we were expecting to be in a rebuild type of dog shit type of year, and they go off and win 14 games.
I mean, as long as the NFC South is as up for grabs as it is,
it will be.
I mean, yeah, no, I see no reason for Atlanta to not at least be in the conversation until they prove otherwise. I don't really know. I don't really have a pick, but those are the best landing spots I have for Trey Hendrickson.
Again, this is probably all bullshit.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if Cincinnati's pockets are deep enough.
I think they're deep enough. Yes, but
Okay. So you think? Okay, okay.
but no, I the problem is like if you're Cincinnati and you do sign Trey, you've got no money for anybody else. So
Like I don't
it's
think they
not
can
like,
drop another bag.
but this doesn't feel like Cincinnati really has the upper hand in this situation at all. Like some of these other
Fuck
contract
no.
bullshit things. It's like
No,
Cincinnati has nothing in this.
no.
Trey can walk and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, he can
Um,
sit out. He's not going to play.
I know, but then I don't know. But no,
That's the thing. I don't
but
think.
the other thing is like, what if Cincinnati doesn't make any other moves? Like, what if they just lose Trey Hendrickson and then don't try to put together a better defense?
See, but that was the thing though. I was going to say, like, I feel like there's more money to be spent for multiple players, opposed to paying just Trey Hendrickson. I mean,
But
maybe pick up.
but that's if they do that.
Why would they not?
Because they didn't have to pay Trey last year, and they didn't get anybody else that they should have gotten. The
Well, I would
defense was
hope they looked
diarrhea.
back on. I would hope they looked back on last year and said, "Well, we got to
This
do
is
better."
Cincinnati. This is the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, I mean,
They're
if
not
we're gonna do,
changing.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, then okay, then they're gonna pay Trey Hendrickson, and this conversation was for nothing. But
Well,
obviously,
no,
if there's a stalemate in the contract negotiations, they do not want to pay Trey
sure,
Hendrickson.
but yeah, no, fine and well. Don't pay Trey. Trade him away, but utilize that money. Don't fucking
I mean,
just
they could utilize the money and the trade. Like I said, if they could get a
yeah,
Deron Payne out of y'all or Owe out of Baltimore, I mean, they can get something from
sure.
somebody.
But losing Trey
Um,
Hendrickson and then not signing anybody else or reworking that defense
Yeah,
is a
but that's
killer.
the thing. If you're in a world where you can trade in the Washington, you get Deron Payne, and then maybe you sign Matt Judon in free agency, and then
Draft
you
someone.
pick up a running back or fucking Scatabo or Genty falls to y'all. It's like who knows? Like you could do something. Like they could do something. It's just a matter of
Maybe
time.
Abdul Carter falls to them.
If they want,
Matt.
if they can take as much time as Aaron Rodgers wants to take, because that's the NFL.
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't think he stays in Cincinnati. I really don't.
No. Lord
I
knows.
don't. All right, Devin. A conversation that I've been wanting to have. I guess for like a week, but conversation that we're going to have. The top 5 wide receiver duos in the NFL right now. There's not many past the top 5,
The
which
top
is where
5,
we're
yeah.
going to rank them. Maybe 1 or 2 that deserve it might not make it.
Well,
But
there's
especially
a receiver duo. There's 32 of
yeah, but I got 7 for you.
them. Ooh.
I have 7. So the first, the probably the most obvious, you got Jamar and T Higgins. If you want to break it down, last year 1,700 yards for Jamar Chase, averaged over 13 yards a catch, had 17 touchdowns in 17 games. Over 900 yards for T Higgins, 12 and a half yards per catch, 10 touchdowns in 12 games.
Yeah, I saw a clip of a film breakdown of a Bengals play.
Mm,
I might change my thoughts on Burrow a little bit.
what do
It's
you
pretty
mean?
dope. No, it was like a film breakdown of like how bad Cincinnati's O line is.
Well, yeah, I mean that's been his whole
His whole career.
story. Yeah, I mean, no, that's been if you just, I mean, if you're just now like, damn, he can really throw under pressure.
I'm not just now like that, but
I mean, yeah,
there are things that I'm like, because I mean I was shitting on the dude for a while.
yeah, but I mean, you can.
I don't think that was too harsh, but no, yeah, I mean but
Oh, I
whatever.
want to run the tape back now.
Oh no,
I'm
it was
going,
so bad. Never mind.
dude. 2 years ago, you were definitely on camera like Joe Burrow sucks. He is one of the
Yeah,
worst quarterbacks in the NFL,
it was
and
bad.
that obviously wasn't true. Now another
But
duo
here's the
that
thing: say you do give him the better O line. Now, how well does he play? I want to
yes,
see him play with a better O line.
I would assume even better.
Well, no, but like you lose that like, oh, he did all this with a bad O line, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I think I would just assume, if you had a better line, you'd play even better. You know,
Yeah, sometimes that's how that goes.
I would hope so.
Dak's got
For
a great O
now,
line.
see, but Dak can't even like not pull a
Dak's douche.
hamstring. Yeah,
That's
see,
true.
like
Or tears.
Dak leaves his hamstrings in the locker room. I mean, he just doesn't.
Mhm.
It's not a thing for him. All right, a duo that. See, here's the thing: duos that I think can compete with Jamar and T, because right now it's going to be hard to knock them out of first place.
Mhm.
Which I will ask you maybe in the future of this, if it matters, is does who their quarterback is matter?
Hmm.
I think it'll probably end
Well,
up.
it's like a chicken or the egg type of thing. It's like, does Joe Burrow look good because of who he's throwing the ball to? Like Sam Darnold looks great because he's throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
So it's like it's hard to sometimes figure out who's who. I'd rather just look at not factoring in the quarterback unless we have
Okay.
to.
Okay. A duo that I think can compete with Jamar and T, is the new duo, Puka and D Adams.
Yeah.
Obviously, last year, D. Adams was still able to put up 1,000 yards, average 12 and a half a catch, 8 touchdowns in 14 games. Puka had 990 yards, also 12 and a half, 3 touchdowns in 11 games. So,
Yeah,
eh,
injured.
yeah, kind of an injury riddled
11 games,
season
almost a
for.
1,000 yards. It's not bad.
See, okay, that's it. Okay, boom, look at it right there. So, if you just want to look at, T to Puka, the wide receiver twos, uh, 11 games for Puka, and he had 990 yards and 3 touchdowns. 12 games for T, he had 911 yards, 10 touchdowns. So, got in the end zone a little bit more. Yeah, about
A little bit less
a
production.
little bit less yards,
A
but I
little
mean,
bit. Whatever.
about a game's worth, but one
Sure.
game played extra. So, about the same. You look at Jamar and T. Higgins, or you look at Jamar and Devontae. Obviously, I think
Pretty big gap.
at this
Jamar's
point
that
in their
dude.
at this point in their career,
Sure.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think they now healthy though. Healthy, all right. Health, all right. Because and this is why it matters is a duo thing. I think healthy, I'd take the duo of Puka and Devonte Adams over just Jamar.
Yeah.
Over, I
Yes.
mean, over just Jamar.
Sure. If T left, yes.
But with the addition of T Higgins and whatnot, and then having him healthy as well,
Mm.
yeah, no, I probably have to put them over Puka and Devonte Adams for
Yeah.
now.
And Puka and Devontae think are a little bit more injury prone.
Yeah, well, yes, for
Well,
sure.
Devontae getting
Especially
older and then Puka just having injury
Devontae
troubles
getting
already in his
older.
career.
Puka said he's retiring at 30, so
I hate
we
when
only
players say that, dude.
well, Tyreek said he's retiring at 30, and
Yeah, exactly.
he didn't. So I
Puka's
mean,
also a Mormon, so he could be retiring.
I guess he could be. You got to stay true to your word. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I get so lost with names. I'm an idiot. Um, yeah, big. I like it.
Um, See, it's big, it's cool, but I don't think, especially from like gathering just a lot of other people's just I guess how they felt about some of the top wide receiver duos in the league. I really don't think they'd be that high up on this list as we're probably going to end up putting them if they didn't end up being the Super Bowl champions.
Really.
Like in the grand scheme of things, like I didn't see anything this year that made me go like, oh, like that's the next level of AJ and Devontae. Like, and I'm not.
Well,
That's not.
I didn't see that until the playoffs,
See, okay,
till the NFC Championship, till the Super Bowl.
okay. Do you not watch football? I meant more like they've already been a great duo, but it wasn't like this year. It didn't.
Well, no,
Okay,
I'm saying that this year was mainly, at least for the Eagles, just centered around that Saquon hype. And yes, AJ and Devontae played great, but it wasn't like it was their doing this year.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's like if we can't factor in quarterback, can we at least factor in
The rest of the team.
the fact that every defense they played against had to worry about a running back that ran for 2,000 yards?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they did have to worry about that. Obviously, Jamar and T. Higgins didn't get to do that. We don't get
But
to
I mean, they made a Super Bowl without Saquon. The year after their Super Bowl loss, first round exit, not a great year. But I don't know. What do we look? Are there numbers for them?
We do got some numbers for them. So 1,079 yards, 16 a catch for AJ, 7 touchdowns in 13 games, 833 yards from Devontae, 12.3 a catch, 8 touchdowns in 13 games. Yeah, so they both played in 13 games. And I mean, that's the thing. It's like I can't even really look at the numbers because obviously you got Saquon Barkley running for 2,000 yards. So
Yeah.
in reality, as long as they're efficient with whatever whenever the ball's thrown their way, I mean it's going to be a top wide receiver duo potential just off the strength of their talent alone.
True.
So
also, AJ Brown knows how to read.
AJ Brown knows how to look
like he's reading.
Book. Now,
well, then
I'm not.
In that case, LeBron doesn't know how to fucking read.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Now, can LeBron and AJ Brown read? Obviously.
Can that be a podcast?
But is it that
the LeBron and AJ Brown reading club?
I want
just talk about the first page of every book.
I want LeBron to be the next voice of Audible.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I want him to be. I want him to read every book.
I got you.
Like the voice, the voice of Audible.
Yes,
like you
him and Floyd Mayweather.
It's like it's no more like because every celebrity does their own book and they voice it over. No, LeBron's doing everybody's book. Yeah. Every single book, it's going to be LeBron's book.
You read one page of a Harry Potter book.
But I don't know. Like, do I put AJ and Devontae Smith over Puka and Devontae Adams? Like, I feel like that's kind of dick riding if I do.
What, putting AJ and Devontae over?
I mean, that's crazy recency bias. If you really break it down.
You don't think Puka's recency bias at all?
No. Considering I could take his injured year and fully use that against him, and I know what he could actually do if he played a full season. No, I don't think it's recency bias with Puka at all, or with Devontae Adams. What hype are they getting?
None.
What fucking hype are they getting? I mean, I don't.
Maybe for good reason.
Okay. So now, all right, okay.
So all right. I think they'll be great.
So Puka put up 990 in 11 games, and Devontae did all that bullshit.
Right, but we're looking at completely different offenses.
Raiders to a completely different offense.
The Rams were bombing the fuck out of the ball.
Where they may possibly be healthy with a decent running back, and it's Matt fucking Stafford throwing the ball to them.
Jalen Hurts is cool.
Now Jalen Hurts is cool, so out of all the times you have sat here and argued with me about how overrated or how Jalen Hurts is all right. Jalen Hurts all right. We're gonna compare arm to arm, just arm to arm. Matt Stafford and Jalen Hurts.
Of course, arm to arm.
Come on, bro. If we're talking about just a quarterback picking you apart with two receivers, Saquon Barkley was the reason they won that Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was good enough.
Yes.
No, Matt Stafford, I don't know, but whatever, I guess. Aaron Donald, I guess, was just as impactful as Saquon was.
Puka was nowhere near that team, and they still fucking spanked
him. That's what I'm saying, bro. They had Odell tearing his fucking ACL mid-game, and they were still able to win a Super Bowl. It's just, and maybe we can come down to it. Maybe it's come down to a damn coin flip, but right now, AJ and Devontae Smith, it's like, I put them at 3 if they can't be 2, or if we end up putting Puka and Devontae at 2, but I I can't put them over. I can't
That's
put
fine.
them over them. I
Yeah,
really
that's fine.
can't. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
a year or two from now, yeah, they're the better duo. But this is probably the last Devontae Adams like prime you're gonna get. Like if he doesn't hit 1,000 next year, then you're never gonna see him in at any top tier receiver
For
level
sure.
again. Um, and Puka's obvious. I mean, Puka's in his prime. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and as far as I'm concerned, AJ can get pissed off at any moment, and I don't know.
Any receiver can.
Devontae's cool, but I mean, is he Puka? Is he wide receiver one material?
Devontae, no.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. What about
Skinny
Tyreek?
Batman.
What about Tyreek and Jalen Waddle?
Now, do we factor in quarterback now or no?
See, but that's okay. That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
sucks. It's
Though
like
you look at
if you transplant this duo to, but that's the thing about like these duos. Like if you transplant this duo anywhere, top 3, easy, maybe top 2.
easy.
But the
Easy.
fact that fucking Lefty Scuzz over here is throwing him that motherfucker, dude. It's crazy. I'm not Hawaiian, motherfucker. Shit.
Bro,
Do you even know what planet you're on, Stinky?
I'm not Hawaiian. I'm
I'm
not.
not
And
Hawaiian.
look,
I'm
you
from.
know what?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, which is like, I guess, bro. It's like, I don't know. I mean, he was right. He's not, but I
But
guess
it's like, but that's like me saying I'm fucking white and Indian and I'm not American.
yes.
Exactly.
Well,
Like one
yeah,
is ethnic, one is ethnicity, and one is where you're from. It's like me saying I'm not a fucking Marylander.
yeah. I guess yeah. I guess
It's
he
like
is.
you're Hawaiian.
Well, see,
Like
you're
if you're
using
from
it.
Florida, you're a Floridian, and you're like, no, I'm Mexican. It's like get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
See, but that's the thing, though.
You can be both.
You would just base a Floridian off of where they're from. You're obviously calling Tua, saying you wouldn't have to know Tua's from Hawaii. You look at them, look at him, and be like, oh, look at this Hawaiian dude. Like you would,
I could pick out and say he's Samoan. He looks Samoan.
yeah, and he also looks like he's from fucking Hawaii, which would make you in turn like the same definition as a Floridian or a Marylander. Yeah, he's Hawaiian because he's from there, but he's not. Who cares? Because he's not fucking. He's not. You know what he's not doing? Making these receivers a top 5 wide receiver duo. Because Devin, I might be able to convince you to bump these fuckers out.
Out of the top 5, yeah. Let's see.
The numbers, look. The numbers are not good. They're not good. All right.
But we know how good they can be.
We know how good they can be, and we know how banged up Tua was last year.
Yeah.
So you have Tyreek Hill, who played in all 17 games. Was only able to put up.
Because that cop arrested him so hard.
He was only able to put up 950.
Detained.
Just detained. He was just detained.
Just
959 yards. He had a game. He wasn't. Come on. 959 yards. 11.8 yards a catch. 6 touchdowns. So obviously more of a down year for Tyreek. Jalen Waddle played in 15 games. 744 yards. 12.8 a catch. 2 touchdowns. So 8 total touchdowns combined. Remember, Jamar had 17. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna put it into perspective, right? So, Jalen Waddle. Let's just. All right. Tyreek Hill, 959, 6 touchdowns, 17 games. Jalen Waddle, 744, 2 touchdowns, 15 games. Chris Godwin, 576, 5 touchdowns, 7 games.
Fire. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you see where I'm going with
Fire.
this? And here's the thing. Is Baker that much better than Tua? Is he really that much? Because I'll take the yes. I'll take it and just say yeah.
But no. Because, 2 years ago, Tua had a stable starting job and Baker was trying to claw back in the league via the fucking Rams. So, no. I mean, the way that people still talk about Tua and the fact that his job is ultra secure over everybody else's is bullshit. And, Baker should be given the... I think he would like to be considered still a not good quarterback, just so that he can just prove how good he is.
See, but just because Tua hasn't been in Baker's situation doesn't really mean he's not as or can't be as
Tua
bad.
should be in Baker's
The
situation, is what I'm
thing
saying.
is, if Tua was drafted to the Browns, he would have ended up in that same situation.
Fair.
Like you don't get you like I don't know. It's obviously like had Miami like the same thing with Miami. It's like if they finally found a guy that they thought was their guy and it was Baker Mayfield instead of Tua, Baker wouldn't have been bumping around to all these different teams and having to find a home years later. It's I feel like that was definitely more of a Cleveland Browns thing than a Baker Mayfield thing, and I think Tua is obviously a product of whatever Mike McDaniel's experiment they still got going on, and the I guess the what they're trying to capture with Tyreek there. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the problem with Miami for me is that like McDaniels is screwing himself by not going out there and looking to find another quarterback, because he could be a great head coach, like I accidentally said earlier. But he keeps saying that he believes in Tua, and it's just a terrible look for him. Terrible look for the team.
See, and I believe, like, I don't know. I don't know. I believe like I get the Anthony Richardson hate, right? Like how they say that he needs competition this offseason in training camp and someone to push him. I think Tua does too.
I think so. Yeah.
I think as much as Anthony maybe not as much, but I mean Tua's already paid.
Yeah.
Tua, obviously, they're expecting more out of him than Anthony Richardson. So, no, just as much in terms of needing someone to light a fire under his ass.
Yeah. I mean, AR's expectations are, like, I don't know, completing 50% of your passes, being healthy.
Like in a real world, bro.
No, Tua has a team good enough to at least make the playoffs, but they don't.
Like, what if there's a world where it's like, damn, Miami could have just like got Justin Fields and just been done with this Tua bullshit.
Jameis maybe.
I don't know. Maybe someone a little bit younger
would have had a better year than Tua.
But look, they got to go face Justin Fields twice a year. So maybe next year he busts their ass and they're like, and Justin Fields goes and outplays Tua twice a year. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. If Justin Fields is a starter for both games against the Dolphins as a Jet, he outplays Tua. I'm calling it. Mark my words. If we can ever remember this conversation,
write them down.
But I got Mike Godwin over.
I wonder how many things that we've said where we're like, mark my words, and we were wrong. We're like, mark my fucking words. Joe Burrow's gonna suck dick for the next 50 years. He's gonna be terrible.
Probably a lot, but not Mike Godwin. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I do have over Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. That's as high as I'll go. I definitely don't have him. The Jamar duo, the Devontae duo, the AJ and Devontae Smith duo, though. I mean, okay, all right, whatever. I guess there's something. I don't know what's up with you and like great receivers getting 1,000 yards in less than 17 or 16 games. And then a banged up receiver who is still able to put up productive numbers, not being able to come back and be better than A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. But I'll let it slide.
Okay.
Like, I don't get it. Like a healthy Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, like, sure, because they don't have somebody running for 2,000 yards, they're going to have to put up a little bit more than what they got to do in Philly. But I'd still say even if the numbers weren't, the reasoning for, like I can't just use the numbers to say that they're better. I think they're still a better duo. But I'm gonna let them sit at 4 for now.
I think if you gave the ball to A.J. Brown a lot more, I think he would be a higher up receiver on that list.
Can Jalen Hurts do that? But
they don't need to.
But how many times can Jalen Hurts get the ball to A.J. Brown if he only throws it 19 times?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like I don't know. I don't know if it's true, and whether it's could Jalen get it to him that many times? It's like, okay, so if Jalen does up it, if he does throw it 30 times a game, how many more times is it actually going to be to AJ Brown, and how many times is it gonna be worth it, rather than hand that pitch off to Saquon? I don't know. I know it's gonna be worth it throwing to Chris Godwin or Mike Evans though. Every time, I know it's gonna be worth it. Every time, it's not gonna be. Damn, we should have just hand that bitch off to Saquon. Fuck, damn, we should have just ran that one play that every team wants banned that just is unstoppable. But yeah, it's fine. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams.
Ooh. Way to throw
Now,
that
obviously,
in there.
they're ballers. They balled this year, but you want to talk recency bias for good reason.
Yeah.
They're up there. I mean, you had Amon-Ra St. Brown, 1,263 yards with 11 yards a catch, 12 touchdowns in all 17 games. Jameson Williams played in 11 games, got 1,000 yards, averaged 17.3 yards a catch, and also was also able to grab 7 touchdowns.
Disgusting.
So I like it. Now,
I like it.
Now, Detroit had a great year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they fired on absolutely every single cylinder.
Except for against us.
I don't think I can let. I don't. I can't put him over Mike and Chris Godwin.
Well, how many do we have? 4 in there right now? I mean,
if I didn't put them over, they'd cap us off at 5.
Okay.
They'd cap us off.
Do we have another duo potential?
See, and I don't think it's if you didn't consider Tyreek and Waddle, then you're definitely not considering Jettas and Jordan Addison.
I think. Shit, if you look at Jettas alone,
beautiful,
but
not as good as Jamar, but
No, but I mean, I think he definitely outweighs a lot of duos in the league.
But I mean, Justin Jefferson, 1533, 14.9 yards a catch, 10 touchdowns.
Sam Darnold throwing him the rock.
Jordan Addison.
Are we sure Debo and Terry aren't in there? Scary Terry.
No, probably not. I did see, they're getting apparently Washington's getting a confident Debo.
I don't even care.
Whatever that means.
Whatever the fuck that means, dude.
Yeah,
fuck that.
I
confident?
Guess. Yeah, confident.
Lord, I hope he was confident his whole career.
Yeah, see, it's like,
that's a terrible adjective to give for an NFL player. You better be confident.
But it just makes me wonder, like, did everybody think he wasn't confident coming in before?
He's all, I don't really want to play that much. I'm not feeling great. I'm not. Fuck you.
Well, no, I mean like literally the day of the trade, up until the time it was reported that he wasn't confident. It's like, so this last month, were Washington fans like, I hope he's coming confident.
I hope he's coming in. Yeah, get the fuck out of
boy, it's like, no, yeah, he probably is. Like, he's probably gonna come in confident, especially with Jaden.
But it's a matter of, is that fucking ankle confident or whatever the fuck he gets hurt every single year.
I think we figured out our top 5 though.
And the order.
I think we figured out top 5 and the order. So top 5 wide receiver duos in the NFL right now. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
On.
Whoa.
Zay Flowers.
Absolutely not. No way.
DeAndre Hopkins.
We got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams at 5. We have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin at 4. We have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith at 3. We have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua at 2. We have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins at 1.
But on a serious note, what about DK and George?
George Pickens is the wide receiver 2 in this situation?
I guess.
All right. I got him over Addison. I got him over Jameson. I got him over Devontae Smith, probably. With DK, maybe they touch like St. Brown, and maybe they touch top 5.
Maybe they touch 5.
They could touch top 5 possibly. Yeah. I mean, shit. Especially if they get a motivated Aaron Rodgers.
If we get a confident Aaron Rodgers,
confident Aaron Rodgers, then maybe we're talking a top 5 wide receiver duo. All right. Let me ask this question. And on a serious note, because it's like, what?
Well, no. I just said the same thing. I thought you were repeating what I said.
Oh, no. But no, on a serious note, because I know this could go 100 different ways. What should the Giants actually do at quarterback?
Run with Jameis. Wait, did Jameis go to the Giants, right?
Yeah, you're saying run with Jameis, like no question, like that's going to be their starting quarterback. The Giants are
in such a shit situation that it's like, make everyone else happy by starting the man that should have started a few years ago on a different team. Everyone wants to see him play. You're not going to get anything else from this season. How about a little bit of comedy? How about a little bit of fucking fun? How about a little bit of excitement? They have nothing. I keep forgetting they have Malik Neighbors.
Here's the thing.
What else are they going to do at quarterback, though? Draft?
That's kind of my...
Guess Shaduki?
That's kind of my exact reasoning, like, to defend why Shador wouldn't want to go there.
Why?
Okay. Like you said, it's Jameis Winston, right?
Yeah.
He can finally get a chance to run a team.
Sure.
Who cares what it is? It could be the Giants. It could be the Little Giants. It could be whoever. It could be whatever team Airbud played for. We just want to see Jameis Winston play football, right?
Yeah.
We're not putting a rookie quarterback in to finally, get a shot. We're not drafting a quarterback in the first round to try to build on him, because we have absolutely nothing to build on. There's no foundation. Yeah. We have no future. We have absolutely no hope.
They have one post. They got one little post.
What you mean, one little post?
Malik Neighbors. They have one thing to lay something on.
They have one brick.
They have one brick. Yeah.
I mean, it's a grass field and it's just a brick.
Yep.
That is it.
Yep.
But
not even a pad.
It's why would you want to? I feel like it's a waste of time for both sides. It's like the Giants bringing in some other rookie that they're gonna waste his time, probably crush whatever type of development that Shador could have on any other team. And then same thing for Shador. It's like by the time the Giants are gonna be in any type of scenario where they could even attempt to build around Shador, he's gonna be asking to leave.
Exactly.
He's not even going to want to be there by that.
No, he's going to be asking for a contract or something or whatever.
Yeah, he'll be gone.
At the same time, who knows that Shador is going to be in a position to ask to leave? We don't know how good he's going to be or if he's going to pan out or whatever.
Now, here's the thing. And I feel like every single person would agree with this if it wasn't Shador Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, he doesn't deserve to be in the NFL. He doesn't deserve. All right. Obviously, the man's going to play in the NFL.
Yes.
He's going to get a shot somewhere. He is good enough. Yes, he can throw a football. We get it. Shador Sanders is a quarterback. But would it not be a way better scenario where maybe not necessarily a Jordan Love scenario where he's sitting behind someone that's like guaranteed to be here for a minute, or you just have no clue when your first opportunity is going to come. But maybe you go to a team like the Colts, the Dolphins, Arizona, where it's like you got these teams with quarterbacks who are pretty much on a hot seat at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? We might be in a funk. And want to just shake something up, and we got Shador Sanders, to as our backup quarterback to come and bring in, and maybe bring some life to the team, or maybe that's that one thing. Maybe they have enough pieces to win, and maybe they do just need a change at quarterback, a little change of scenery. I mean, I feel like not forcing Shador Sanders into a starting position and just, saying, well, he's going to go to the Giants, he's going to go to the Raiders, and obviously Shador Sanders is going to win games, blah, blah, blah. It's
yeah.
Or maybe he could, because that's the thing. It's like, if you are the Dolphins or the Colts, it's like, God, it's like, man, we got to keep giving them a shot, because it's like, what? It's either this or Joe Flacco. It's this or Jacoby Brissett or fucking Tyler Huntley.
Or Skylar Thompson.
We could have a first-round quarterback sitting behind Tua. We could have another first-round quarterback.
And this is a perfect year to have a first-round quarterback, and it's completely justified. Like, if J.J. McCarthy sat behind Sam Darnold healthy, there'd be a problem with that. The fact that Drake May was sitting behind Jacoby Brissett healthy, there was a problem with that. It's like, this draft, you can put a guy behind someone for a year, and it'll be fine.
And it's not hate, and it might end up being just a better situation, because you're not being thrown onto the Panthers or the Bears and being told make it work, go win games.
Sure.
You're gonna be able to sit behind a team that still has a chance to find more pieces in the future. They're not fully in the fucking dirt at the bottom of the barrel. It's just they're just not. They're just mid, and then it's like, that's the thing. It's like, a team like, I don't know, Arizona or Miami, they could get a lot more hype out of a Shador Sanders, at the quarterback, than, like, even if it's Shador Sanders in New York, in the Big Apple with the Giants, they're still winning 3 games.
5.
It's like, it doesn't matter how much press that would get them. It's like, like Miami and Arizona would probably, because they're at least good enough to where there would still be interest after week 4.
Yep.
Be like, oh man, it's like, maybe they can do something. Maybe he can do something. I don't know. Or they're 1-3 with Kyler Murray or Tua, and they're like, fuck it, throw Shador out here. Let's see what he can do.
True.
Because if he's 1-4, 1-5 with the Giants, it's like, all right, well,
I mean, if you get to fucking 10 games in the season and you're 2-8.
Now, is this going to happen?
No.
Is it going to happen?
Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
Fuck ass no. He's going to the Giants. He's going to the Raiders. He's going to one of these dumb organizations. They're going to have problems with him. He's going to suck after 2 years, and then they're going to call it a day, and then Deion's going to become a head coach, and then he's going to go play for Deion, and then it's going to turn into this whole busted up situation of garbage.
And we're going to see a bunch of Sanders getting paid by Jerry Jones. Of course. All right. Want to guess some players? Want to guess some athletes?
Yes, please.
Guess some players, Devin. All right. You know how it goes. I got some people, and then I got some facts. I'm gonna give you the facts. You're gonna give me some answers. We're gonna see if you're right or not. All right. This first person. This first player. This player was drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a 2006 Hall of Famer.
Ooh.
He won a Super Bowl as a head coach.
What? Wait, he's a Hall of Famer as a player or a coach? What?
I don't know.
Won a Super Bowl as a head coach.
He's a 2006 Hall of Famer, though.
Yeah. '06 Hall of Famer. What the fuck? Ron Jaworski was never a head coach. Okay.
He has 16 Emmys.
Fuck are we doing, dude? How the hell Emmys are TV, no?
Yeah.
TV bullshit.
You're saying like TV, not movies? Yeah. Emmys,
who the fuck's on
sure.
TV and is in the Hall of Fame? What the fuck, dude? Can I have that last hint? Because I'm upset right now.
You're gonna be really upset that because this is a softball. I mean, now once you get this fifth hint, you're gonna be like, you're
All
gonna
right,
be
well then
upset.
give me a second. Drafted the Eagles, retired in 01. Super Bowl definitely wasn't with the Eagles because they did not win. Head coach. Dungy?
No, you want the last hint?
Yeah.
He's made over $400 million from EA.
Oh, I'm an idiot. That was a thought, and then I was like, ooh. John Madden.
You gotta give me the answer for the
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yes, John Madden, yes. That sucks.
Yeah, it is John Madden, Devin.
I didn't know he was.
It is.
I forgot that he did play, right? He did.
So he actually didn't play.
He
got
didn't
drafted to the Eagles, tore his knee up in training camp, and never played a snap in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
And then won Super Bowl with the Raiders.
Yeah. I had to be pretty vague with the Super Bowl and the head coach thing, and it was hard. Like I had to word it specifically, like drafted to Philly, because that's it.
That's it.
He was drafted to Philly. It's like he
That's all
wasn't
he did.
on one team, or like if I said on one team, that would have been even less of
Sure.
of a hint. So I mean, but yeah, no, John Madden is the answer. All right, this next player.
It's the most convoluted way to get someone to guess John Madden. This is like the reverse of playing charades or something like that.
16 Emmys.
I didn't know you could get Emmys for video games. Oh no, I'm fucking an idiot, dude. He's a goddamn commentator.
Broadcasting, yeah.
Yeah, for drawing fucking
Putting a bunch of animals together. All right, this next player, Devin.
I gotta think outside the box.
This player was the youngest to reach 800 receptions. He has less total receiving yards than Deshaun Jackson, but more than Wes Welker.
Calvin Johnson.
It's not Calvin Johnson.
Dang
it. He has the most receptions in. This player has the most receptions in the first 2 years with a new team.
I don't like this.
He's a 4-time Pro Bowler.
Okay.
He's played for 3 teams.
Okay. Throwing out a stupid guess, Randy Moss.
No.
Good. Most receptions in the first 2 years with a new team.
2 years with a new team. He's made 4 Pro Bowls, 3 teams.
Fastest to 800 receptions.
See, well, it was worded youngest. So I guess fastest, youngest.
Well, no, probably age-wise, not.
Yeah, age-wise, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard of that stat.
I mean, it's
who's
probably
the fastest to get to 800 receptions, but that's like what? That could be 9-10 years into your career.
Yep.
But yeah. Youngest.
Could be. It definitely could be.
What? When Michael Thomas broke the record, what was it, like 145?
He's only played for 1 team.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
that's like that's a crazy year.
Oh, 140. Yeah, 145 in 1 year. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. He had the most in 2 years
for a new team,
which I believe it was 260.
260. Fuck's played for 3 teams.
Oh man, you're gonna hate yourself.
I know. I already do.
Oh boy.
I suck at these because there's nothing narrows it.
He's active.
I like that. I was thinking dead.
I know
Dead and
you
old.
were Randy Mossing it, and I was like, all right.
I was thinking Calvin, Randy. I even thought of fucking Steve Smith. None of those guys are even close to right. Active player.
Yep.
New team. 4-time Pro Bowler. Tyreek Hill. Fuck me.
3 teams.
You're right. 3 teams. I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting these things.
Less than Deshaun Jackson, more than Wes Welker.
Less than Deshaun. What number is Deshaun? 25, 30?
Yeah, something like
78? Who knows?
Actually, yeah, I think it's higher or lower.
Whatever way it goes. God, I suck at this fucking game, dude.
Youngest to reach 800. Most receptions in. So this just means that he has the most receptions in his first 2 years with a team once leaving another team.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it was the third team.
It could have been his second or his third team.
Just leaving his first. 4 Pro Bowls.
Oh. It is Devontae Adams.
It's not
No?
Devontae Adams. Damn it, I thought you had it.
He didn't do it as a Raider?
No. He played for him for 1.5 years.
D-Hop didn't do it.
Come on.
Motherfucker.
Wow. He's played for 3 teams.
I'm so lost.
4 Pro Bowls, 800 receptions. Youngest to do so. What you got?
Is it any of the receivers that we talked about today or no?
No. On the top 5?
Yeah.
No.
That sucks. I don't think I have any others up there in my brain right now.
Bro. I can't believe I'm going to have to tell you this.
I know.
So I'm going to have to tell you. Youngest player to reach 800 receptions, more total yards than Deshaun Jackson, less than Wes Welker. Most receptions in the first 2 years with a new team. 4 Pro Bowls, 3 teams. No, nothing else?
Stephon Diggs.
It's Stephon Diggs. Man,
Final poll.
I was just about to say it, too.
I know.
I was just about to say it,
I know
too.
I was getting down to the last 2 seconds.
Stephon Diggs. It's Stephon Diggs.
All right,
there
cool.
We go.
Thank God.
All right,
Thank
there
God
we
I got that.
All right, glad you got that one because this last one, Devin. This
Bills,
this player has played for 6 teams.
But none of those hints are none of those mean Stephon Diggs.
What? He went crazy with the Bills. When he left Minnesota, he went to the Bills, went crazy, broke a bunch of franchise records. Youngest to reach 800 receptions, which you were right. He was 31 when he did it.
Yeah, I mean, but again, I was going off crazy numbers for
3 teams.
Yeah.
I mean, you were there, Devontae, D-Hop, Diggs.
True.
You were close. But all right, the final player. This player has played for 6 teams.
What the fuck?
He has made 7 Pro Bowls. He has more total sacks than J.J. Watt, but less than Von Miller. He has the record for most forced fumbles by a rookie. And he is 1-2 in his Super Bowl appearances.
He's got abs?
He's got apps.
He's got apps, and he's got 7 Pro Bowls.
7 Pro Bowls, 6 teams.
Not active?
Not active.
Damn it. Dang it.
But, I mean, at the same time...
D-end?
I was going to say, it's like, if I pick someone that's not active, then you definitely know who it is. I didn't pick some random guy that just played in whenever that we've never talked about before.
For sure.
It's definitely a name.
Sound like Ike Taylor.
This is definitely...
Sorry, Ike.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
What happened to Ike Taylor? He used to be on TV.
Well, wasn't he on Ryan's podcast or no?
No, he was never a host on there.
Really?
But he used to be on NFL Network all the time.
He was everywhere, man.
I'm gonna find out what's it. Who? Yeah. I don't even remember who we were talking about. Who was it?
Ike Taylor.
I gotta figure out what happened to bro. That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, they had a small little Legion of Boom. It was Ike and Ryan Clark and what's his nuts? Gay.
William Gay.
Willie Gay, dude. He was a dog. Palamalu. Those guys were dogs.
Yeah, 6 teams. 16.
6 teams is fucking
7
crazy.
Pro Bowls. More sacks than JJ, less sacks than Von Miller.
Super Bowls.
Most forced fumbles by a rookie. 1 and 2 in Super Bowls. You have no clue, do you?
I'm trying to go off the Super Bowl route.
Mm-hmm.
But every year a team loses a Super Bowl.
Every
year a team wins a Super Bowl. So
yeah,
it's a little difficult.
See, now you've played for 6 teams.
6 teams is mind-boggling.
7 Pro Bowls. He definitely got a lot of sacks.
Who is he behind in sacks?
He's behind Von Miller, but ahead of J.J. Watt.
But
I'm pretty sure Von doesn't mind that.
Never has. Check out Game Night with Kevin Hart.
For sure. Shout out the ones that aren't afraid to hide like Von is. That aren't like Von. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like
shout out the ones who don't slap women.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna be in the closet and beat up women.
Not cool.
Like no, bro. You need to.
He's trying to prove that he loves. Like,
listen, bro, just let it be known, bro. Maybe it'll make sense.
Maybe don't be a piece of shit. I don't really care about the gayness, but
no, but that's what I'm saying. Cool. Maybe it's so overwhelming. You know, it's like this secret I have to beat my girlfriend up. It's like that's his thought process. You know.
You never know. All right. Leaving the topic of Von Miller's and who's behind him.
It's whoever that guy was on that one show.
Huh?
Remember they were on a show? He was on a show.
That was the Game Night with Kevin Hart.
Oh, that's what you. Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Where everybody was with their
significant other.
Half.
He was with a friend with a cool hat on.
He was with bro off the Raiders.
Right,
see, that's the problem though, bro. It's like they threw his ass right out the NFL for that shit. But you hide it. You can beat up some bitch and you can go play for the Bills. It's no problem. What was Bro's name?
Carl Nassib will never be spoken about ever again.
And Carl Nassib was nice.
He was nice for a little bit. He will never be spoken about ever again, dude.
Him and Max
I bet
Crosby,
Michael Sam would have been fine, dude. They sent his ass straight to the gay NFL, dude. They sent him to the CFL immediately. They sent him there immediately.
Him and Max Crosby, bro, that could have been something.
It's a cool duo.
It could have been something, but hey, whatever. Michael Sam and Aaron Donald, it could have been something. Who knows? Who knows? But, you know, John Gruden had to go fuck everything up.
He didn't.
Did he not?
All he did was he said that Jeff Fisher got bitched by Goodell into drafting Michael Sam.
But he didn't draft Carl Nassib, did he?
Nah.
He didn't say anything about Nassib. I thought he did. I don't know.
I
Honestly.
can't remember.
I can't remember.
Well, either way, for whatever reason, John Gruden's fucking back, and
he's back, and he's listening.
Everyone loves John Gruden now again, so
it's fine. He's cool. It's whatever.
God, we gotta stop talking about these people. It gets bad.
You have no clue. I don't feel bad. Like Von Miller, it's like no. It's like I feel more bad that it's like no matter what side he's on, it's like either gay, straight, or whatever. It's like whatever community he's part of, he makes it look bad because he's a piece of shit human being.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really make any side look any better. No. Not to say one person represents a side, but
well, he does not make himself look good.
Yes, he still doesn't make himself look good.
No.
Yeah.
All right. I have zero clue.
You want me to just tell you?
Yeah, because we've been talking about fucking Michael Sam for an hour.
It's Dwight Freeney.
That would have been impossible for me to get, but damn, he played for 6 teams.
Yeah, he played for a whole bunch, and that's what really made me put him. Is I noticed how many teams he played for, and I was like, holy shit.
I know he played for a brick, but
and I was sure he was going to have plenty of other records and stats that I was going to be able to work. But then I saw he played for 6 teams. He was with obviously, so he was with the Colts for both of their Super Bowls, and then he lost with Atlanta to the Patriots.
Really?
But the other teams he played for, to be completely honest with you, off the top of my head, maybe it's just too late, but I can't.
I have no idea.
I can't right now.
Is he a Cowboy?
I mean, he was in Arizona, I think, at one point. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. That's nuts.
All right.
Good for Dwight. Leading J.J. Watt in sacks. Is J.J. Watt ever making that comeback?
No. Remember he, what's his name, had to not give up a goal. Remember?
A goal?
He has a whatever type of ownership in a soccer team, and he told the goalie said if I said something about coming back to the NFL and playing for the Bengals, and he said that he would if he didn't give up a goal.
So he gave up a goal.
It took a while, but he finally did, and then everybody was like, "Oh, guess JJ ain't coming back." So
JJ don't need to come back.
But that's almost like. I mean, I don't know. I know absolutely nothing about soccer, but to be like, don't give up a goal.
It's pretty tough.
I mean, I feel like that'd be like, I don't know, telling a pitcher if you don't
walk anybody.
If you don't walk anybody this season,
or no, don't give up a home run.
Don't give a home run, or just don't pitch a ball. Like I don't fucking know. It's like
sure.
It doesn't. It's like all right. Obviously, you're not coming back, so let's give you the hardest possible task. All right, but what should the Giants do at quarterback? Top 5 receiver duos. Anthony. Jesus Christ, I need to go to sleep. Aaron Rodgers taking a sweet ass time. Amir Khan is the hottest thing in March Madness history. Trey Hendrickson landing spots. So true.
Archidiakono and Chris Jenkins.
Still no update on Tracy Morgan. But
dude, no, there was an update.
Was there?
He took a selfie in the hospital and then posted on Instagram and wrote under it. He was like, "I'm 1-0. Like the Knicks are 1-0 when I throw up on the court, so I'll be back." Puke on the court. I would like an explanation, but I also don't really care.
Yeah, I mean it'd be cool, but who knows? Maybe it's just all locked and sealed tight.
Or he just could have had a fucking tummy ache.
That was kind of my thing. It's like
It's like. Maybe he ate too many shitty hot dogs and
whatever you
some
eat
ballpark Franks.
Eat whatever you eat on St. Patrick's Day. I don't really know what you eat on St. Patrick's Day.
You don't know what people eat on St. Patrick's Day?
What, fucking cabbage?
Corned beef? Just the name of it? Dude, try it. It's delicious. You've never had corned beef?
If somebody said to me, if I was at a Knicks game and someone said, "Yo, you want some corned beef?" I would throw up on the floor. I'd throw up on the floor.
I know, but you'd love the taste of it. It sounds ridiculous, but
dude, corned beef?
It has nothing to do with corn.
You can go corn fuck yourself.
There's peppercorn.
There's no way.
There's no corn in it.
You
It's
probably
just
put corn
brisket
in your
that's
cornbread.
brother. It's just a fucking spiced brisket.
Ooh. Anyways,
Tastes like beef.
brother. Is there anything else that you need to get off your chest before we get out of
Yeah,
here?
corned beef is fucking gas.
No, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
You've never had it. It's
I
absolute
I
gas.
actually have had an opportunity to try corned beef.
You
Not
didn't
a
like
fan.
it? Really?
Do I seem like someone that would be a fan of corned
Yes.
beef?
Maybe. It's a
No,
fucking meat.
bro. No, bro.
You love
No.
meat.
You love meat.
Of course.
Yeah, you
I
love meat.
love meat, dude.
Don't put that on me. You
I'm a
love meat.
gremlin.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, if I look. Besides corned beef, is there anything you need to get off your chest before we get out of here?
All this meat.
All right. We're gonna get out of here. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Saturday to discuss more free agency moves. The next excuse for why Aaron Rodgers hasn't signed with the Steelers yet. Maybe some NBA shit. We didn't really talk much NBA today. Maybe Florida just dog walks Maryland by the time we talk again. But yeah. With all that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We will be back on Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Goodbye.